All right, chat, focus. Look, I'll thank you subs in a bit because I gotta talk. I gotta tell you guys some shit because I've been getting some heat. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. If you don't, please follow me, Ludwig on Instagram. I'm getting some heat because of my recent Instagram story. I don't know if you guys saw it. This is it. Now, I will explain why I am in an Uber saying go Taylor Swift and I look wet, moist, and I'm shirtless and I look drunk as shit and I look like I have two different shaped eyeballs, okay? I'll get into why and how this picture came to be. But first, we need to back up and I need to give you guys some context. Okay, I'll give you context on the eyes. It's a birth defect, okay? My mom fucked up in the womb. What do you want from me? I have a chest hole too. It's just how it goes, okay? Whatever. It is what it is, okay? I mew every day, 10 hours a day to make up for it. But first, let me thank the sponsor of today's video, Honkai Star Rail. And if you don't know, Honkai Star Rail is a space fantasy RPG from the makers of Genshin Impact, Hoyoverse. And now is the best time to start playing the game because they've just released a massive 2.0 update, which includes quality of life updates, new characters, and a brand new map, Penacony, that you can go and explore. Penacony is the planet of festivities, and while it initially might appear as a luxurious vacation getaway, as soon as you enter the realm, you might realize there's some hidden layers to uncover. They've also released two brand new characters, Sparkle and Black Swan. Sparkle is a mischievous and unpredictable girl capable of restoring skill points for her allies. But my favorite, Black Swan, is a bad bitch. Can I say that? But my favorite is Black Swan, a bad bitch, an elegant woman who practices divination using crystal balls and cards. It also helps that she has insane damage capability. And this update has a whole lot more. More movement mechanics, more transformative mazes, more new characters, more NPCs and enemies. There's a lot. I'm telling you, there's a lot in 2.0. And get this, you can also get free draws. All you have to do is log in for 7 consecutive days, and then you get some Star Rail special passes for free. You can use these passes to try to draw the new characters, Black Swan and Sparkle. You guys can play the game by downloading the link in the description, and if you use the redemption code, you get 50 Stellar Jade for free. So start playing the game right now, and thank you to Honkai Star Rail for sponsoring this video. But let's back up. I need to give you guys a context, because yesterday, I did not go live. I instead went to the Grammys, and I've never been to the Grammys before. I'll even scratch that. I've never been to a major like celebrity gathering before. And I want to clarify one thing. I was not invited to the Grammys. I am famous in Best Buys in America and amongst streamers. Outside of those two groups of people, I'm not really clicking with the people of the world. Okay, I'm not very noticed. I go to Japan, nobody recognizes me. Okay, I go to the Grammys, nobody recognizes me. However, Cutie was able to secure tickets. I think you get like invited to buy tickets, and she wanted to go. And the reason she gave me is twofold. Reason number one, she runs her own award show, and she kind of wanted to see, you know, another award show. She likes award shows. Makes sense. She runs the biggest live stream award show. She should like award shows. Reason number two, Taylor Swift is going to be there. I was like, all right, that's fine. So I joined her as a date. It's black tie. We get all ready. Now, I should let you know, if you don't live in the city of Los Angeles, it is raining. And that sentence might not seem like a big deal if you live literally anywhere else in the world. Rain is normal. However, when it rains in Los Angeles, that shuts shit down. We are known for a couple of things. Being full of fake people and being full of great weather. And holy shit, driving today even was miserable. There was roads closed. There was places flooded. We just don't know how to handle the rain. And yesterday, during the Grammys, it was raining. It was raining bad. So we decided to give ourselves a little extra wiggle room, leaving like over an hour before, you know, trying to get like there on time because there might be traffic, whatever. I finished a Valorant game where one of my opponents DC'd, and then, one of my teammates DC'd, and then one of my other teammates called me a slur, and we lost. That's what I finished doing. Cutie finished recording Fear and. We both get ready, get dressed, whatever. It is black tie, okay? So I'm wearing my finest clothing. Cutie's wearing her finest clothing, and then I order an Uber, and we head on our merry way. Now, because we were slightly late based off how long it was taking us to get ready, I don't know exactly when we left, but we were supposed to arrive like at 4:30, which is like a 15-minute window. It's not that much. We left in a bit of a rush, okay? I didn't forget anything. I forgot one thing. I did not bring an umbrella. Now, to be honest, I didn't even know we owned an umbrella. I'm not going to lie. I didn't know we owned one. Because there's never been a need to. Again, I live in LA, baby. But I thought, whatever, no big deal. You're in the Uber for like 5 seconds. You get, you're walking to the Uber for like 5 seconds. You get out of the Uber for like 5 seconds. Then you're in the building. You're in your house. Doesn't matter, right? So we're on our way there. We get there. When we get there, we realize all the roads are closed. All right, this is at Crypto.com Arena, formerly the Staples Center. All the roads are closed around it. And so we get dropped off like 3 blocks away. I'm like, fuck. And it's coming down. And so we're just walking through the rain. We're getting drenched. We're trying to make our way there. And eventually, we find the line. And again, this is the fucking Grammys, okay? Just for some context of people who were there, we had like Taylor Swift, Meryl Streep, Billie Eilish, Lana Del Rey. There were big names there. However, although there are a bunch of big names there, everybody who shows up to the Grammys thinks they're important. And I don't say that just by judging character from afar. I say that because that's how people were acting in the line. Because the line was to the indoors where they were going to put you through like a scanner. And you know how like, you know, they do like the metal detectors at the very front of the door? Everybody's waiting outside in the fucking rain. And because everybody's waiting out in the rain, a bunch of people just started walking up to the front and then fucking cutting. Everybody just starts fucking cutting. I feel like I'm in goddamn high school again. Everybody thinks they matter so much and you know, that they get to cut the fucking line. We're all wearing our best fucking clothes. We all want to get out of the fucking rain, wait in line. I'm not going to pretend I'm perfect, all right? I've been in my car and I've cut to the front of a long queue to try to get to an exit if I feel like I have to get there in a rush. But in this specific instance, we're all going to the same place. We all have the same time crunch. It's not more important that anyone's there than anyone else unless you're about to accept an award, which no one there was. There's just one fucking dude and girl, this couple, not trying to narc on people, but I literally brought back my skills from high school of cutting people off. I literally had to fucking go back into my mind palace of sitting in line at lunch and learning how to strategically position my body like I'm a goddamn basketball player in the paint to block them off. And they were trying to like stutter step. They're being so cringe. When the person in front would move, they'd be like, and I was like, no, we're not fucking doing this. I just box them out. I'm like, I'm 200 pounds. I've been playing basketball every week for 2 months. You're not fucking getting by me. They stopped. We get inside. Then we find out, oh, that's just the holding area. This is just the holding area where we make sure you don't have like a gun. Then you walk back outside. What? It's raining. Okay. Back outside we go. Get a little bit more rain on us. Why not? Why not? We're already wet. Finally make our way to the arena, and we're there. Crypto.com Arena. And the seat that we have is actually a really nice seat. If you've never been to Crypto.com Arena, there's like stadium seating, but they also have suites. And Cutie got us 2 seats at a shared suite. And a suite is generally for 12 people, and the shared suites is like you can buy 2 of the 12 tickets, and then you get to enjoy a nice balcony viewing. Somebody in our group even had fucking binoculars like it was the 1700s in Abraham Lincoln was about to get assassinated. I guess that's the 1800s. You get the point. So we make our way up there. And if you don't watch the Grammys, what the show basically is like 6 awards and then a bunch of musical performance. That's about it. It's not really an award show. Like it is an award show. It is an award show. And the awards do matter. But most of the awards are given offline, like before the show even starts. So most of the award show is these musical performances. And because we showed up in a rush, we didn't get any food during one of the musical performances, which I wasn't that, passionate about watching. I was like, Cutie, I'm going to get us some food. Okay. I'm on boyfriend duty. I will get us food. Because I started to realize Cutie was not really there because she loves award shows. She was there because she loves Taylor Swift. And that matters because she was basically stalking Taylor Swift every waking second. She had 2 phones. I'm not even fucking with you here. She had 2 phones. She was using one phone to film a vlog, and then the other phone she was using to film and send into group chats with her friends and family. And they were both just looking at Taylor Swift, and she was like max zoomed in. So I'm like, all right, I'm not going to interrupt you. I understand this is important to you. You want to see Taylor do her thing. She's supposed to announce an album or something. I don't know. I'm going to go get us food. This is my mission. So I leave. The moment I leave, the first thing I see, bang, right next to our suite, a bar cart. I get a whiskey ginger. Sue me. Sue me. It was calling for me. It was yearning for me. Okay? Then I go walk around and I say, hey, by the way, do you know where any food is? To the lady selling the whiskey ginger. She goes, oh, it's actually not on this floor. You go down to the main floor. I'm like, all right. So I walk down to the main floor. And the more I start walking around, the more I realize this is not like when I usually go to the Staples Center or the Crypto.com Arena during a Lakers game because everything is closed. I don't know what the fuck is going on. The place is packed. There are thousands of people there. Everything is closed. I'm like, what? How are people supposed to eat? Eventually, I find, this is not a joke. There was a bunch of signs saying staff catered food this way. I followed the arrows to where the staff catered food was, and I found a box that somebody left behind of a dinner that had a turkey sandwich, a pack of Doritos, and an orange. They took the sandwich and ate it all, and they left the Doritos and the orange. I guess they didn't care for it. I stole it. I'm going to come clean here. I did do this. I did steal the Doritos and the orange. They ate the sandwich. I got the rest. I didn't think they were going to finish it, man. They were gone. Just to make sure, I walked by and I kept a mark on it like I was a parking maid, and I came back 5 minutes later. I was like, I marked it, and then I was like, if that doesn't move in 5 minutes, it's mine. So it was mine. And then I come back, and right before I go back in my suite, I was gone so long, I had finished my drink. I order another drink. Because, like, I wanted something to sip on while watching the show, and I finished my drink while walking around. I was walking for so fucking long, man. I didn't expect everything to be closed. And I was like, you know what? Give me a double. I don't want to have to keep coming back and forth. Give me a double if you wouldn't mind, ma'am. She's like, of course, sir, of course. And I go in, and then I said, excuse me. And I come back with my haul. And I feel like I'm playing, like, Tarkov or Rust, and I have just this pathetic haul of stuff. I'm like, look what I got. And it's just Dorito chip and orange. And she's like, wow. And I'm like, yeah, it's all that they had. You know, and I can see she's a little disappointed, but she's so into Taylor Swift that she's not giving me too much there. But I'm like, I failed my mission. I need to get revenge. So I watch a show for a bit, couple great performances. And then I remember, again, I've been to a suite before for a Lakers game. And I know you can order food directly to the suite. And so I called the number. I said, hey, can I get some food? And they said, we'll send a server right over. I'm like, great. Eventually a server comes 5 minutes later, and I'm talking to him. I'm like, hey, can I just get some food for me and my girlfriend? And he goes, you can only order bulk because this is the catering menu. So we can't just do like a sandwich for you and your girlfriend. You would need to order at least 12 items. And I'm like, okay. And I'm looking through the list of items, and it's not even like good food, man. It's not. It's like they have this one mushroom Wagyu sandwich. It's like $40 a sandwich. They have hot dogs and they have chicken tenders, and that's like it. And I'm like, I'll do the hot dog chicken tender combo. Right? There's a combo. You can get both chicken tenders and hot dogs, and it looked like the easiest to put down. And he's like, oh, absolutely. And I was like, how much? And he's like, $20. I'm like, dude, excellent price. And he's like, per person. And I'm like, dude, horrible price. $440. I did the math in my head on the spot. I said, that's $440, isn't it? And he goes, no, sir. There is a service charge as well. The service charge was $100. I mean, it includes taxes, but what? Total $550. 12 hot dogs, 12 chicken tenders. I'm like, wow, this is a fucking scam. But this is also how arenas make their money. And I'm fucking hungry. And I don't want it. I can't fail. Okay. I have a mission. I cannot fail. I will get my girlfriend food. Yes, sir. I will buy this. And my thought is, I'll buy this. I'll get the food for me and my girlfriend. And then I'll offer food to everybody else in the suite. Because everybody else kept asking, like, hey, is there food? And they were clearly hungry. Everybody was hungry here, right? This was a long show. It started at 5. It did not end until like close to 9. I think maybe 8:30. And so the whole entire time while the show's running, I'm hawk-eyeing the door, waiting for this guy to come back in. I'm just like, because here's my worry. My worry is that a bunch of food caterers come in with hot dogs and chicken tenders, and everybody in the suite sees it, and they go, food's here. So I'm like, I cannot let that happen. I need to be the first person to interact with the service that I paid for, And then Billie Eilish performs. And I have to say, it was one of the most radiant, electric performances I have ever witnessed. It was raw, it was emotional, and it was powerful, and I was absorbed. Didn't look away a second. When she's done with her performance, I turn around. The caterers are there. Before I can say a word, one of the other people in our shared suite walks over and he goes, food's ready, and starts fixing himself a plate. You fucker! Look, the fact is I was going to offer that guy the food regardless, But it feels a lot worse when I'm not offering it and he's just taking it. It's the same thing. Outcome's the same. Didn't feel the same for me. And I see him fixing himself a hot dog and he gets himself a chicken tender and I'm sitting there like, it's fucking $25 right there. Yeah, put some extra fucking barbecue sauce. That was $15 for that sauce, you fucker. And then I go second. And I fix myself a big ass plate, right? But it's kind of hard to fix a plate for you and another person and you know, judge how much you want. So I'm like doing the math. I'm like 3 hot dogs. Cutie will probably eat 1, I'll eat 2. 4 chicken tenders. I get the biggest fucking chicken tenders they have. And then I go back to Cutie. And again, Cutie still like this. Hasn't moved the whole time. Just fucking zoned in on her camera filming Taylor Swift. And throughout the performance, she would turn to me, she'd say shit like this, right? So like imagine you're me, I'm Cutie. Taylor has stood up for every performer so far. She's the only one. The white dress is because of Reputation TV. And I'm all for it, right? She's passionate. She loves Taylor Swift more than me, I think. So when I come back with the food, she's not really like noticing or paying attention to it. You know, I'm like, here's the food. I order the food. And she's like, okay, great. And then I open it up to everybody else because most other people were nice and normal. So I was like, hey guys, I ordered food. There's a lot extra. I had to order 12. I'm not going to eat 12 hot dogs. It's true. Go ahead and get some of your food. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. I was like, no worries. A lot of people are very nice in that suite. Okay. The one guy was weird. Everyone else very nice. And we started eating, right? And there's some break. We start to eat. And then Cutie looks at her food. She starts eating a bit. She's like, can I get more barbecue sauce? I'm like, of course, I get some more barbecue sauce. By the time she finishes, because she was so distracted, or arguably because she was so focused and not distracted, she finishes her food and she goes, is there any extra chicken tenders? And I go back, and it is a graveyard. Nothing there. And I'm sitting here thinking how I spent $550 for food for me and my girlfriend, and she's still hungry. What a fuck up. So I have to go back. I'm like, no. She's like, it's okay. I'm like, oh my God. And I also fucked up because the moment she looks at her food, she's like, oh, don't you remember I'm gluten-free now? I'm like, oh no, I forgot that breaded food is gluten. Ah. So I fucked up everything. I'm just sad. Because you guys, fellas, you might know. Ladies, you might know too. Boyfriend stuff, right? Sometimes as a boyfriend, I feel like I have a mission and I fail my mission. And you just feel bad. There's nothing you can do about it. You just had a mission and failed the mission. I tried really hard. But sometimes you fail the fucking mission. And I've been drinking a lot, so I go take a piss. And on my way, I see the bar cart. I'm like, maybe that makes me feel better. So I take a piss. I get another drink. Make it a double. Why not? And I go back and I watch the rest of the show. And again, show's great. Okay? 2 concerns I'll bring up. These are minor concerns. It's not about the main story. Minor concerns I'm going to bring up here. Concern number 1, SZA got snubbed. She should have won something. That's just a given. That's a gimme. She should have won something. Okay? 2, I got snubbed. I'm just going to say my opera song probably should have been nominated. I don't know why the fuck I had to buy a ticket. Okay? 2 snubs. I would argue my snub a little bigger than SZA's. I would argue this. I'm not passionate about it. I'll give it up. She did win. Well, she should have won one of the larger categories, I should say then. What I saw is Miley Cyrus won 2 awards, and I was like, she shouldn't have won 2. And Taylor won 2. And I secretly thought, but I did not say out loud. I said, she shouldn't have won 2. Anyway, award show goes on. There's a couple notable things that happen at the award show that go mega viral. During the award show, Taylor Swift wins Pop Song of the Year or something, Pop Artist of the Year. I don't know the exact title. And she announces a new album. But it is not the album everybody expected, which was Reputation, Taylor's version. It is a brand new album called Dead Poet Society. And I think Robin Williams featured on it. I don't exactly know. And I'm like, okay, this shit's getting lit. Everybody's freaking out on Twitter. However, what you don't notice, if you guys watch this award show, is how much downtime there is. I think there were technical issues. I think it might have been something with the rain. I don't know what. But there was a couple of breaks that were like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And at one point, there was a 15-minute break. And the only reason I know there was a 15-minute break is because I fell asleep. I am not proud of the fact that I fell asleep at the Grammys with some of the greatest artists of our generation and generations previous performing. But I did fall asleep at the Grammys with some of the greatest artists of our generation and generations previous performing. I was 5 drinks deep, man. I don't drink that much. I was taking a quick snooze. You put 5 drinks in me, you give me 2 hot dogs, I'm out, baby. 2 glizzies, call it a day. Still, the award show was fun. All right, it ends with like a Billy Joel number. And at this point, as you might be able to tell, I was a little drunk. And because I was a little drunk, I was just, and a little eepy. I was not the sharpest that I normally am. And so when it ended, Cutie was like, well, we can go to the after party. because if you buy tickets to the thing, you can go to the after party too. I'm like, okay. Or we can go home. And I'm like, team go home. I'm already about to fall asleep. I'm like, team go home right here. And I order the Uber. Now, this might be a fault of mine, but I'm going to blame Uber right now for a moment. I'm going to talk shit on Uber, okay? Because their service did not know that streets were closed. But I'm a little bit drunk. So when I open the app, it says pickup right outside Crypto.com Arena. I'm like, win? What a W. Lock it in. So I order the Uber. And we start waiting, not outside, but like, under some cover. And then the Uber calls me. And he's like, hey, man, the roads are all closed. I can't meet you there. Do you want me to meet you somewhere else? I was like, well, where's the closest you can meet me? He's like, 4 blocks away. I'm like, oh, that's not great for us. Because, again, it is the most rain I have seen in LA since I've moved to LA. It is fucking bad right now. It's raining. 4 blocks is normally nothing. I like walking. However, with the rain and no umbrella, that's a lot of water. So we start making our way 4 blocks away. As we are walking, Cutie takes off her shoes because her shoes have leather on them, and the way the water's interacting with it, I think is like really like pulling at her skin. It's really uncomfortable. So she takes them off. She goes barefoot. Streets of LA. I'm like, fuck. Like, shit, we should have prepared better. I'm feeling bad. Then, as we're walking, she slips and falls. I'm like, no, God, I can't handle this. I'm too drunk for this. She's handling it all like a champ. Yeah, she falls into a pile of needles. No, it wasn't that bad. And we continue walking and eventually find out where this Uber is supposed to be. And I'm soaking wet. I have gone to an award show that I slept through half of, got scammed out of $550 of food on, and didn't even have enough food to feed my girlfriend on. So I'm feeling particularly scammed by the Grammys. And then when we finally get to the spot, the Uber somehow took a wrong turn, shows up 5 minutes later. We are soaked. So when I get in this Uber, drunk, wet as a skunk, sad, depressed, and a scam man, without even batting an eye, I take off my damn shirt. I'm not proud of this fact, all right? I didn't ask for permission. I just took off the damn shirt and I put it on the floor, okay? I just fucking took it off. Yes, I did. Yes, I ripped off the fucking shirt. I did not want it on. This is what my fucking face looked like. The guy didn't say a damn word. At first, I was wondering why he didn't say a damn word. Then I took a picture of myself, and I was like, now I know why he didn't say anything. Imagine turning around and you see this guy in your car, shirtless. You're not saying a word. Pretty sure my Uber rating went down 2 full marks that day. But it's what I needed to do to get warm. Who punched you? It's just my face. And so that's us going to the Grammys, and that's how I got scammed at the Grammys, and why I ended up shirtless in the back of an Uber with a snap or an Instagram story that says, "In my Uber goes Taylor Swift." Why are your eyes like that? Because I'm fucking born out the womb weird and my grandparents are cousins. Okay? My cousins are fucking grandparents and I got twisted fucking eyeballs and my nose flares like a goddamn balloon and I have a hole in my chest. Okay? This is what happens, man. Don't have sex with your cousin. I don't think that's the conclusion of this story, but I don't have a better moral right now. Maybe don't spend $20 on a hot dog. Maybe don't drink so much at an award show. Maybe it's buy an umbrella. That's fucking true. If I had an umbrella, it would have been a different night.